All right, now if you have any questions or anything, you need to just post it on the YouTube channel. I'll be closing the open. We can come back to Zoom once I'm done with this recording. All right, so let's start for tonight. Hi and welcome to my channel, Daily Market Views by Navaldeep. So today we had a very good day in terms of market. The market was very strong, had a very positive bias, and it closed around 444. Now for tomorrow, we'll be planning again with the list of following tickers. And today we have also included some additional tickers, which I will be addressing later in the meeting. But now first goal is to have all these 17 tickers to understand where the view is and where they're heading. And once we are done, we'll talk about this in the Zoom session once the YouTube recording is gone. And as usual, we'll be talking about potential moves, directions, supports, resistances, and any setups, candlestick patterns which are coming across. All right. I'm just sharing my views. If you need to execute them, please make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you understand what you are doing. Do not get tempted to trade. Understand what you are doing and then execute it. All right. So let's begin our analysis for 924. First thing, we'll start with ES. Now, ES is actually making a very interesting pattern. I don't know how many of you were able to identify this, but I'm just copying this and pasting it here. This is ES, and you see it's right there. It's making shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2. Second thing, we are below this long-term trend line, which has been supported by the ES all the time. Now, if we fail and we close below 444, if we fail and close below this, things can get really, really ugly. And I'm telling you, declines can be very, very aggressive. So we need to make sure that yes, we are not carrying any long positions if we are closing below this tomorrow. Okay, and how is it? So here, I'm not positive anymore on the market. 444 to 4474 is a neutral territory for me. I want, for a positive bias, I want this to close above 4483. If we get a close above 4483, all this fails, because then we will cross over the left shoulder. I want a close above 4483. That just negates everything. If we have a close below this, then yes, we are making a shoulder. And if we have a close even below this, which is 4455, which is today's high, then it's a confirmation that yes, it's a shoulder. And then we are going down. And this downward movement can be at least go back to 4240, 4242, maybe this area, 4220. This can come. Okay. So I'll include one more row here today. I'll not Morningstar anymore. I have a neutral bias here. And if you have to really buy above 4455, okay, and your stop loss should be 4444. Your target should be 4474, 4485. Now my conviction here is drop down to 50%. Bias is short, sell below 4444, and this sell can be nasty. 4455. Target will be first is 4407 and 4385. Chances is about 70%. What short sale? Let me make it 30%. Okay, so this is the bias which is coming up on ES. All right. In case of Nasdaq, I think a similar setup is there. If we are not able to break above, because we closed right on that 12 EMA. Now, if we are going down, which is like 3 points down as of now, I would prefer to go short below 1536, 366. I would prefer to do a short in NQ. I will exit NQ above 1500, 366. But I would like to short it here around 15300 or 15340. I would like to short it around 15300 to 315. I've just mentioned 40. So this is a sell below this area. Stop loss is this. Targets 15225 and 15150. I think NQ is same thing, similar. It bounced from here and it almost came like 3%, 3.5% move. Now we should sell below 374.50. Exactly same what NQ has. And we can sell around 374 and target will be, let me just remove the volume because I don't like to see the volume. Target will be somewhere here first, 369, and then I think 369 should be enough for tomorrow. I'll just mark it as neutral, but I still want to sell. $374.73. Target is 369. Target which is coming right here is 371, 371.80, and 369. Apple tried its best to breach above 147.50, but it failed. And it has failed multiple times in this area. So tomorrow, if it fails below 147.50, short it below 146.20. Just go short. So again, I'm going neutral. Sell below 146.20. Stop loss 147.50. Target will be 144.50. One thing which I just want to tell you is that I was positive when 4316 was there, but now I'm just waiting for this. If we are down or hold below 444, then it is not positive. As I showed you, it becomes more of a head and shoulder setup. So when head and shoulder setups are there, it's difficult to go long, especially over the weekend. So I do not want to touch it. Amazon, I'm still positive. The only thing is it should move its stop loss from here by, and it has gaps to fill. Amazon has to fill this gap, which is 3, 4, and 5, 2. 3, 4, 5 to 3, 4, 6, 3. I think that's the max it can go tomorrow. I will still mention 3, 4, 9, 5. It works out. Again, I'm 60% confident on this. And stop loss wise, stop loss for it will be very small. This was stop loss, maybe 33.96. Let me just check in the past somewhere here. Yeah, 33.96 is somewhere coming as a stop loss. Disney had a tremendous fall a couple of days back, and then it started to move up, but it again got rejected by 177.13. I think today's high was 177.19. So I'll be a seller in Disney. I'm not going to be a buyer. I'll be a seller in Disney and keep a stop loss of 177.13. So I'm neutral. I'm not sell below 176. The area, let's close this. The area starts at 176.20. Yes. So 176.20, stop loss is 177.13, and targets will be 174.85 to 174.85 and 171.52. About 60%. So this is again a sell. Boeing, I think everything is same. It has to breach about 225 to make a meaningful breakout. This range in the past, it has struggled, and I trade BA too much, so I know that yes, this is the range which needs to close above 225 for a big move, because then it will make a W, and W confirmation will happen 239. If you get BA at 239, do not miss on going long in Boeing. It can come back really strongly. In last 2 days, you would have seen from 208 all the way to 223. It came. It was pretty strong move. So everything here on BA is still valid and true. The only thing is stop loss has moved up to 280. Facebook has an inside day today, and with inside day, a break below 342.90 can be bad. The gap is 349.80, here the high is 340. So there's no gap. Actually, the gap is filled, and today's high was 349.67. So the gap is filled, but it is more of an inside day. Now, things can change if we go below 342.90, because it has already given up like 10-12%. So I'm not expecting it to go more if it holds 342.19. So I'll keep this as green as of now. It's inside day up. So I'll keep these levels as such, but I'm reducing my conviction because market may not be there. Google. Google almost tested 28.33, which was our target 28.28. So now if it gets resisted from here, It's actually making a pennant, a bullish flag, making higher highs and higher lows, which is actually bullish. So I would be a buyer again in Google. I'll not do a short sell in this or buy a puts, but I'll try to buy it around 27.90. So I'll be a buyer in Google. I'll say I'm neutral now. Buy near. And Google also on Fridays give you a good opportunity to trade lottos. And the targets is still the same. AMD. AMD today tried hard. Almost came to 107 area, but this is the area in the past where it has been rejected. But the only difference this time is this rejection was happening because the 12 EMA was controlling this. But this time it has closed above the 12 EMA. That's a very bullish sign. If we get an opportunity to go long in AMD above 107.60, I will not miss that. And I will try to keep a stop loss of 105. So I would say buy near 105. Stop loss is 105.20 now. Buy above 106.80 area, because this is the area, today's high, I think 106.80. So 106.90, I would say. If it breaks above today's high and break out above this, it has chances to go to 107 and 120. Moderna, I am little skeptical on Moderna because it failed once again to break out of this range. This is a seller zone. It came up, it kind of making a W as well. So if we break above 463 area, yes, it can go up. But if we fail here, then we can actually come back to 404, 405 area. So I'm saying that if right now I will say neutral because it has failed. If you want to buy above 465. If you want to sell below 454. This is both ways trade. Because it has been consolidating pretty much. And I'm putting the target like in red for here. Stop loss here will be 454 for this one and 465 for here. Target will be 495. On the downside, target will be 410. I'm just giving these two targets. So it's in a very dicey state. It has some news also coming for it. So we might see a move in Moderna in. So red shows negative, meaning sell side targets, and green shows positive targets. Tesla did consolidate it really well today. Like tried up to go up to 758, but it was in a very small range. And every time it goes in a small range, fails, it come back. So something similar is setting up here. It has to break out. Now the stop loss is like if you want to buy Tesla, you should have a very clean stop loss, 745. So I'll reduce the conviction to 60% now in Tesla. Because Tesla is not able to break above 762. It has not. So I am marking this as neutral. Below 752 or below 745, it can go back to 733. So if you want to buy around 733, yes, it's a good entry area. W is favorite for Fridays, and W is making lower lows and lower highs, and if I made some additional patterns here, let me just add some more. Let's start from this one all the way here and right there. Yeah, yes. So it can come down to 246, 256 if it doesn't break out of 276. Right now it shows a bear flag and closed below the 12 EMA. So it's showing signs of uh, tired and fatigue. So I'll be recommending a short if it holds below 276 for a target of, I would say, 269 at this time. I am recommending a short on this, sell below 276.40. Stop loss should be 276.40. Target is 269 and 256. Roku did pretty well today and came all the way to 339. But right now it's struggling to break out and test 344 area. So I will just keep the stop loss update to 328.57. Otherwise everything else is same for Roku. Just make sure you exit your position if it breaks below, and should be a buy move 333. See guys, this is the problem. That's why I don't like people who first do not come on time and then they keep on pinging. I'm doing a YouTube live. You can actually watch this on YouTube. Futu has almost an inside day, plus it closed right there at this range. So I'll be a buyer if we get a move above 97.50. I'm actually still neutral because China's market is pretty bad. Buy above 97.50. Look for a target of 103. Just 103 as of now. And stop loss should be, this is the area where it is getting some support. Yeah, 94.80. MDB has been consolidating and it's trying hard to break out. It even attempted today. So anytime it goes and it's holding up this gap, which is like good gap between 406 to 458. That's a $50 gap. Now, if market has to get weak and MDB could not break out of 516, I would try to go short on it for 489. It's a very risky trade, but this level has to, if we close above this level, it can be really, really good. But if we don't, then we can actually fail and come down really hard. Let me just extend the drawing and make it activate. This is the current trend line. Yeah. So it is right there in terms of trend lines. So if it goes below 504, 505, I will definitely short this. I'm just saying neutral, but sell below 504 area. Stop loss 516. Look for 489 as of now. It has more potential to get down. Then we have Square. Square, I'm positive because it closed above 264 and it held this gap. So I'll be long in Square for a 275 target with a stop loss of 264. buy above, what's the today high? I'm already in this position. I have 270 calls for next week. I would say buy above this range because here it was support, got support. Yeah, even today it got rejected. So buy above 268. Buy above 268. Stop loss should be 264.40. Target is 275. And I'm pretty much confident of this. So these are the tickers which we wanted to cover in tonight's video. So thanks for watching the video. I'll be discussing this offline with the group, but this is the list which we are planning for tomorrow. Hopefully you will be able to use this information and make good setups and executions with your due diligence. In case you still have any questions, you can reach out to me on my Twitter at Naval for you, and you can watch this recording on my channel. Thanks for watching this. And anybody who wants to join me back on Zoom, you can come back and then we can pursue from there. I'm just stopping the recording.